Yeah, this is a call to awaken the light within. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, sons and daughters of the eternal light, let's gather here in this sacred moment of possibility. I stand before you not as a voice from on a high, but as a fellow traveler on this winding path of existence. Today, I implore you, rise. I can give the words of advice. Rise, humankind. Rise above your challenges. Rise above the shadows of your past life steeped in evil, and ascend to a new being of light. Rise at all angles, spiritual and physically. Rise again. The sons of the sons and the daughters of the sons of lights. This is not a merely plea, it is a thunderous command from the depth of your own soul. Your own soul echoing through the cosmos, demanding that your own self reclaim your divine heritage. You understand? Imagine, if you will, the vast expanse of human history, a tapestry woven within threads of triumph and tragedy, of soaring aspiration and crushing defeats. We have walked through valleys of despair, scaled mountains of adversity, and yet here we stand, resilience, unbreakable. But resilience alone is not enough. It is not, it is never enough. It is time to transcend mere survival. It is time to rise. Rise above the chains that bind you, the doubts that whisper in the night, the regrets that claw at your heart. For in rising, we do not simply endure, we transform. We become the architects of our destiny, the beacons of hope in a world often shrouded in darkness. You understand? Let us begin by confronting the challenges that beset us. Each one must stand and confront the challenges. Everyone is going through the challenges, but we must beset. We must challenge them. These are not abstract force. They are the very crucibles in which our strength is forged. Challenges come in myriad forms: the grinding poverty that saps the spirit, the illnesses that ravage the body, the betrayals that wound the soul. They are the storms that test our sails each and every time. The fires that temper our steel. But hear me, challenges are not a punishment. They are invitations to grow, to evolve, to rise. When the weight of the world presses down upon you, do not crumble. Instead, let it compress you into a diamond, unyielding, brilliant internally. Kings and queens, consider the story of the phoenix, that mythically bird consumed by flames only to emerge anew from its ashes. Humankind, you are the phoenix. You are the phoenix, my brothers and sisters. Your challenges are the flames, but your spirit is the rebirth. Rise above them, not by denial, but by embrace. Acknowledge the pain, feel the burn, and then rise. In the physical realm, this means tending to your body as a temple. Exercise not as a punishment, but as a liberation. Nourish yourself. There is nothing which is more painful than to see people destroying themselves with toxic food. Nourish yourself with food that fuel the fire that is within. Reset not in laziness, but in restoration. Restoration. Rest not in the laziness, but in restoration, because in restoration we restore the energy, the electricity that is within ourselves. For the body is the vessels of the spirit, and when it rises, so too does the soul. That's what we have to do spiritually. Rising above challenges demands a deeper introspection. It requires meditation, prayer, or whatever form of communion connects you to the divine. In the quietude of your mind, confront the fears that hold you captive. Ask yourself, what chains do I still wear? Where am I trapped in my mind? What illusions do I cling to? You have to put the question, those kind of question in your table. And then with the gentle force of a rising sun, dispel them. Rise. You must rise, humankind. We must rise, you know. Let your challenges be the stepping stones to enlightenment. Now, let us delve into the shadows of the past, the life of evil that many of us have known, whether by choice or circumstances. Evil, in this context, is not the dramatic villain of folklore, but the subtle poisons that infiltrate our lives. Hatred, greed, envy, deceit. Perhaps you have walked paths of morals, compromise, hate others in your pursuit of self-interest, or allowed bitterness to fester like an untreated wound. The past life of evil is a heavy burden. It's a heavy burden. No one can live happily with the past evil life. It's a heavy burden, a ghost that haunts our present, you know. But I say to you, rise above it. Do not let yesterday's darkness eclipse tomorrow's light. No. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks this rise. First, forgive yourself. We have to acknowledge it, to forgive ourselves, learn to ask for forgiveness, to regret as a human beings. We know we have done a lot of bad things to ourselves, but we have to regret and forgive ourselves. Acknowledge the missteps, learn from them, but do not dwell in self flagellation. You know, the past is a teacher, not a jailer. You don't have to stay behind the bars of the past. The past is a teacher. Then extend that forgiveness outward to those who have wronged you, as you will wish that to you too, and to the world that shaped your errors. In rising above evil, we transmute it into wisdom. Think of the great redeemers of history, those who turned from lives of vice to become pillars of virtue. You too can be such a redeemer. Your past does not define you, it refines you. Everyone can change. Once you wake up, breathe in, it's the chance to change, to become a pillar or a redeemer of someone. Opportunity to each and every individual. To become a new being of light, we must shed the old skin. This transformation is alchemical, turning base metals into gold. Spiritually, it involves aligning with higher vibrations, love, compassion, truth. Practice gratitude daily, for it is the light that banishes shadows. Engage in acts of service, for in giving we receive the purest illumination. Physically, this new being manifests in vitality. Adopt habits that honor your form. Mindful movement, balanced nutrition, Harmonious rest, rise to a state where your energy radiates, inspire others to follow. Rise at all angles, spiritual and physical. These are not separate paths but intertwined helices, spiraling upward together. Spiritually, seek the divine in every breath, every encounter. Study ancient wisdom. We have to study. With knowledge, we go far because ignorance carries the burden, and the burden is the cage, is the jailer. From the Vedas to the Bible, from indigenous traditions to modern, to the ancient tablets of the Atlantis or the Anunnakis or those who are coming from outside of our planet. Philosophies, let them guide you to inner peace physically. Challenge your limits. Run marathons of body and soul. Climb literally and metaphorically peaks in unit. They propel you to heights unimaginable. But why rise? Why? Because you are sons and daughters of lights, and not mere mortals, but sparks of the infinity. The universe birthed you from stardust, imbued you with potential divine to remain mired in challenges or past evils to deny your birthright. Rise again, even if you have fallen 1,000 times or million times. Rise again 1,000 times and 1,000 times one or million times. Each rise strengthens you. Each ascent illuminates the path for others. Let us explore this theme through the lens of personal stories. Imagine a young woman from a war-torn land, scared by violence and loss. Her past was one of survival through cunning and cruelty. Challenges loomed like endless nights, yet she chose to rise. Spiritually, she turned to meditation, finding solace in silence. Physically, she rebuilt her body through yoga and nutrition. Today, she's a beacon leading workshops on healing. Her story is yours. We share the very same story. We are one. I'm just another you, you are just another me. Rise and become the light. Or consider the entrepreneur who chased wealthy through unethical means. Amazing. Fortunes build one deceit. His past evil weighed heavy. Challenges of guilt eroded his health. But he rose above, donating his riches to causes of good, seeking spiritual counsel, transforming his body through disciplined living. Now, he mentors others, a new being of light. Rise, humankind. Your story awaits its glorious chapter. We have to rise. By all means, we have to fight against our challenges. We have to stand firm. With dearest blessings, my brothers and sisters of the light, daughters and the sons of the light, with dearest blessings, I leave you for a while with one love. Again, let's share love and peace and balance and harmony until the day after forever, until infinity. But let us, by all means, restore love and peace and balance. But through learning ourselves, through challenging ourselves and face the challenges and take the responsibility. By that, the peace, the everlasting peace will rule in the hearts of men, of the light. Man again will rise and move, also flies from one star to another. Blessed love.